5, but it feel like it's 12. But Charles, the GED graduate, the one with what? Expert in common sense, as you know, a scholar in knowing how to think. When you on your when you're on your path, you're on your purpose, this is what you got to do. This is what you got to do. You got to get up and go to work and make it happen. Yep, you got to get up and go to work and make it happen. Get off that bed and let's get up and let's go get it. This is what's necessary in order to make it to the next level. This is necessary to make it to the next level. Today, I'm going to be live for a little bit, showing you guys what's going on today. The daily life of a wealthy person. The daily life of a millionaire is not all what you see on TV. It's not all wearing designer clothes every day on the red carpet in front of the camera. That's not reality. That's not reality. That's entertainers. That's what that is. That's entertainers. The average American does not wear designers every day. He's just like you, a regular American that gets up and does what he needs to do to make it to the next level. Because even though they're wealthy, they're still on their purpose. And when you're on your purpose, you're always going to have new things to do, a new level up, opportunities come your way because you're out in the field and you're trying to make it to the next level. You're not making any excuses. You're just going out and you're going to get it. So like I said, today, I'm going to show you a glimpse of, what we do. As you see, regular black hoodie on, regular jeans. I got my work boots on. Even though I'm not doing no physical labor, I'm going to be on a job site. And, I need to be comfortable. Okay? So, again, this is what it is, man. This is what it is, man. So, as I was speaking about in one of my shorts, a couple of my shorts, is that I was saying 2 and 3 months to be being able to share my experiences and my life from 2019 to the present. 2019, basically, when I had a job at, I started out at Trader Joe's warehouse and just loading trucks. And that job, I actually was making, this was the end of 2018. I was actually making $15.50 an hour, loading trucks, right? And let me give you a little backdrop. I didn't have a car at the time. I was taking a bus in the snow. This is late 2000. This is late 2018. I would take the city bus. That bus would drop me off on the main road, and then I would have to walk like a quarter mile to the actual warehouse. Yep, Trader Joe's up in Windsor Locks, Connecticut. I think it's up near Bloomfield or whatever. And then I worked there for $15.50 an hour. I was there for a total of 6 months. And I worked myself up to $17.50 an hour, but I saved my money, saved every dime of it. I bought my food in bulk. I never ate out. I never ate a fast food at that time. I just continued to save my money. Then, and again, I went and got my real estate license, not to become a realtor, but I needed to learn the inside of the real estate game. So what I did, I went and got my real estate license, got that in April 2019, and then I joined with a real estate company called Berkshire Hathaway in Milford, Connecticut. But I went there not to make money. I went there to learn. Understand, some things you do not for money. Some things you do for the information. So even though I paid for my license, I had to pay all these fees to get these licenses and get this type of whatever to be able to get my license, I understood that I was not going to make a lot of money because I just became a realtor. But I wasn't there for the money. I was there for the information and the education to learn. So I went to Berkshire Hathaway and I stayed with them. For about 6 months because I had quit my job from Trader Joe's so I can go learn. But I had saved enough money from Trader Joe's warehouse so I can go there and learn for 6 months and still be good. So I went to Berkshire Hathaway and Milford for 6 months, and I was there learning everything I could. I was networking too. I was meeting appraisers. I was meeting builders. I was meeting architects. I was meeting everybody I needed to meet. You know what I'm saying? And that was the goal, for me to find out, get inside, and find, because why? Berkshire Hathaway is owned by Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world. So why wouldn't I want to learn for a company that he actually owns? So anyway, meeting a lot of people, getting a lot of contacts, right? Because that wasn't my ultimate goal. Like I said, my ultimate goal was to learn. And I wasn't making no money. I was there 6 months and didn't sell one house. But guess what? I learned enough to be able to open my own brokerage 2 years later. Well, that's another story. We didn't get there yet. So again, after I worked there 6 months at Berkshire Hathaway, I said, okay, let's get back to my job. So I went back into the workforce because I learned 6 months what I needed to learn. Even though I'm still a realtor, I went back and got a job at FedEx as a package handler, where basically you unload trucks and you load trucks, okay? So I used to work the sunrise shift. You go on like 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, and you get off like 10 in the morning. So I did that for about 4 months, and I never missed a day. And I used to go from 4 in the morning to like 9 o'clock, maybe 10 o'clock. And when I would get off, I would go to sleep for about 2 hours. And at 12 o'clock, I would go out and show houses to different clients. So I was doing that. So I did that for about 4 months. After about 4 months, FedEx said, oh, Charles, boom, you never missed a day. Why don't you apply for manager? I applied for manager. I went from making that $17 an hour up to $21 an hour. Then I stayed at FedEx, to make a long story short. I stayed at FedEx for about, let's see, I think I stayed there, all in together, I stayed there 3 years, 19, 20, 21, 22. I stayed there 3 years. But I actually ended up going up to about 26 an hour, full benefits of a operations manager. And what I did, I worked it overnight. Where I go in at 10, and I work from 10 at night to 10 in the morning. So I was averaging 60, 70 hours a week with overtime and stuff. So again, at this time, wasn't going out, wasn't eating out, was grinding. You know, I was grinding. At the time, my rent was only $1,050. Me and my son, we stayed together. We had an apartment together. You know, I found my son a job. We both stayed in that $1,050, 2-bedroom. And basically we just worked, we ate at home, and we grind. So around maybe 9 months in at Berkshire Hathaway, I ended up selling my first house. It was a cash deal. Wasn't much, but the experience I got from doing inspection, from doing appraisal, from doing the closing, that experience, I was able to learn more. You know what I'm saying? So at that time, I'm still grinding. So at the end of 2019, I got my first W-2 from working, right? So you do the math. If I'm only making $25 an hour at that time when I finished, but in 2019 I was making $21 an hour when I actually got the promotion to operations manager at FedEx. All right. So once at the end of 2019, when I got my first closing, still working at FedEx. I'm still going in every night. I'm still going in every overnight shift. I'm not going out. We don't smoke weed over here. So we're not wasting any money. We're saving money. Because our plan is to buy multifamily properties. Because when you buy multifamily properties, you make money while you sleep. You make money while you sleep. You don't have to work to make money. So again, once I finished my the year off of 2019, I got my first W-2, and then I'm going into 2020. Still going hard, still working hard, still working third shift at FedEx, still saving my money. So 2020, summertime, bought my first multifamily. At that time, before that, when I became a realtor and I started getting information, I started to share information with anybody that I met. Anybody, people, strangers, people I know. I tried to give the game away to everybody I knew. 99.9% of those people did not listen to me. They at that time, the interest rates were 2.7, 2.9, 3%. This is in 2019, 2020, 2021. They were 2%. And people back then, they did not want to listen to the GED graduate with common sense. They kept saying, oh, I'm not ready. Oh, I'm gonna wait till next year. Or I'm gonna wait till the market go down. I'm gonna wait till the houses go down. Nope. I told you another video. Losers wait till next year. Winners at yesterday. Winners start yesterday. Losers start tomorrow, next year, and next week. So there are hundreds of people that I've spoken to, that I try to give this game to, family members, close friends of the family, just random acquaintances, guys and women, multiple people. The people that listen, guess what? They wealthy too. They know who they are. The people that listen, they're wealthy right now with the GED graduate. But the people that didn't listen, now they're trying to buy properties. Those same properties were 180,000 multifamilies. Those properties were 180,000, 200,000 back then in 2020. Back then in 2019, when Charles, the GED graduate, was trying to get you to buy it. Those same houses, guess what they cost now? They're $500,000. Now you holler about the prices of the houses too high. No, you didn't listen. You didn't listen to the GED graduate. You didn't listen. So now you got to buy that same house for $500,000 because they're not gonna go down. Because they're $500,000 now, next year they'll be $550,000. After that, they'll be $600,000. So they're gonna keep going up. The good thing about it, the rent's gonna keep going up. So you still can win it out in this game. You know what I'm saying? So before I move on, get a little background about Charles, the GED graduate. Charles, the GED graduate, physically born, New Haven, Connecticut. Right there on Sheffield Avenue. 266 Sheffield Avenue was my childhood home. 266 Sheffield Avenue. Went to Ivy Street School right there on Winchester Avenue. Kindergarten, first grade, second grade. I remember my first grade teacher, Miss Friday. Miss Friday was my kindergarten teacher, and she lived on Huntington Street. Yeah, she lived on Huntington Street, right down the street from Sheffield Avenue, where I stayed at. So, again, that was my childhood right there on, and then I left there. I think I went to Bassett Street for my 3rd and 4th grade. Yeah, I went to Bassett Street for my 3rd and 4th grade. Bassett Street School was right there on the corner of Shelton and Bassett. So I actually went there, the GED graduate, went there. And then I went to Jackie Robinson. I was one of the first people in Jackie Robinson before they moved it. I was there in 5th grade. I think Mr. Jackson was the gym teacher, but my teacher that I remember was Miss Flake. Miss Flake had a jerry curl. She was beautiful. Miss Flake, one of the best teachers I ever had in my life. Miss Flake, for those who was there with me, give me a thumbs up. So anyway, I was there in 5th grade, and then out of nowhere, my family, we up to move. Boom. We up to move to Florida, to a town called Panama City, Florida. Panhandle, right by Pensacola, south of Tallahassee. I love Florida, man. So I always say that, born in Florida, Panama City raised me, and Aunt Sonia made me, and we'll get to that in a minute too. So I went from Panama City. I stayed there 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade. 11th grade, and that's where the GED graduate was tired of school. He was tired of school. He learned enough. It wasn't nothing there for me. So the GED graduate left there, and a couple of years later got a GED. So, I came back to Ansonia after 11th grade. Came back to Connecticut, but I didn't go back to Ansonia. I didn't go back to New Haven, where I was born at. I actually went to Ansonia, where my father's side of the family was at. So I ended up going there, and like I said, I like to say, born in New Haven, and Florida, Panama City raised me, but Ansonia made me. So that's my thing. So that's a little background of GED graduate, and I want to give you some insight. A lot of people in Connecticut, because we're one of the smallest states in the country, people that's from here hate Connecticut. I don't know why, but I'm gonna tell you why. Because I experienced this when I was ripping and running in Miami, when I was ripping and running in Florida, North Carolina, DC, Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? When I was in all these different places, nobody likes where they're from, is what I know. So you Connecticut people that don't like Connecticut, guess what? The people in Miami, people right there in Miami right now, they hate Miami. There's people in Atlanta right now that hate Atlanta. There's people in Detroit right now that hate Detroit. There's people in LA right now that saying they hate LA. So those people right there, they hate where they at. That means they don't got no purpose. They don't have a purpose. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I hate where they're from. So the GED graduate, because we got common sense, he knows that Connecticut, don't tell everybody this, Connecticut is one of the top 5 of the richest states in the nation. Shh, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. Not Atlanta, not Georgia, not Texas, not Florida. No, Connecticut is one of the richest states in the country every year. And it's been going on for over 50 years. Over 50 years, the money is here. The bag is here in Connecticut, but your ass running down south for what? Ain't nothing down there but some ain't nothing down there. Ain't nothing wrong with down south, but the bag is here. The fuck you running down there for? The GED graduate got rich here. He got rich here under your watch while you was complaining about Connecticut. The GED got wealthy right here in Connecticut. From a regular job, probably a cheaper job than what you got. Because I know I was making less than what the average Connecticut was making back then. Connecticut person. I know when I was making $15.50 an hour, when I was making $17 an hour, when I was making $19 an hour, when I was making $21. The highest I made was $26 an hour. And that was in 2020. You know what I'm saying? So, again, all you Connecticut haters that don't like Connecticut, whatever they from Bridgeport, I don't like Bridgeport. From New Haven, I don't like New Haven. Harvard people, they don't like Harvard. They all trying to run to Atlanta, to Charlotte, to Virginia, to whatever, Maryland. They're trying to run. Texas to Houston is a new thing now. They're all running from the bag. They don't even know. The bag is here, dummy. How you running down there for? But I'm going to teach you the bag inside the community. Inside the community, I'm going to teach you where the bag at is in Connecticut. Because you running down south for what? You doing, I call them people track stars. You a track star. You running from yourself. Because if you're doing bad here, you're going to do bad down there. What's going to change? What's going to change? What's going to change? So, the GED graduate, because he knew that Connecticut was one of the richest states in the country, he decided to start his empire right on his soil in Connecticut. He didn't give up, the GED graduate didn't give up, he didn't even take into account who the president was. The GED graduate didn't take into account who the mayor was. He didn't give a fuck about none of that. You know why? Because he was on his purpose. He didn't care about what was going on Instagram, what was going on TikTok, what was going on at the comedy club, what was going on at the casino. He didn't care about none of that because he was on his purpose. You know what I'm saying? The GED was on his purpose. So again, all you people that hate, you see it all the time online, oh, I hate this place. Why? Why? Connecticut is one of the top 5 richest states in the country every year for over 50, 60, 70, 80 years. And that's why I decided to start here. And not because I could have easily started in Florida or North Carolina or Atlanta or Miami. But it was more opportunity here for the GED graduate. You know what I'm saying? But that's something I'll teach you when I start the community up. I teach you that inside the community. Okay? So boom. Let's get back to Connecticut. Again, I started my empire right here on my own soil, where I'm from. I didn't run from where I'm from. There's no need to. I didn't need to go nowhere to get on. I got on right here, and I'm going to show you how I got on inside the community. When I started up, and I'm going to show you receipts. The receipts going to be there. You're going to see the receipts. Because I can go back and get all my pay stubs when I worked at FedEx, when I worked at Trader Joe's. I could go back and get all that on ADT. I don't have the app on my phone. All I do is pull that app back up and get all my stuff. Got taxes, all that. So I can get all that stuff back, and you're going to be able to see where I started from in 2019 to now where I'm at. You don't have to go down south. You don't have to go down south when you in the, this is the best, Connecticut? Man, I don't give a damn what the fake news say. Because I just seen a report the other day that says Connecticut is 40 out of 50 states. Out of 50 states, the news said that Connecticut is the 47th state worst to start a business. I beg to differ. I don't know where they get them numbers from. That's not my reality. To skip a little bit, I stayed at Berkshire Hathaway 2 years as a realtor, learning. I didn't sell but one house in my first year there. I sold one house in my first year there. The next year, I sold a bunch more houses. When 2 years was up, I went and got my own broker's license, started my own company, CLMA Realty. CLMA Realty, we started our own company, all right? Started my own brokerage, and what I did, everything I learned at Berkshire Hathaway that I liked, I incorporated into my business, and what I agree with Berkshire Hathaway, I made sure my company didn't do that. So there's certain things that I incorporated from that business into mine, and there's certain things I didn't like about Hathaway that I left with Berkshire Hathaway. And out of the first year, I started my company in 2021, CLMA Realty. CLMA Realty. Started it in August 2021. In August 2022, 30 million in sales. 30 million in sales. For making $21 an hour. For making $21 an hour in 2020. Went to start my own business. In 1 year, we made 30, a little bit over 30 million. I was going to estimate at 30. I think it was about 33 million. We did 30 million in sales our first year. in Connecticut with a GED graduate, with no college degree, with nobody backing me. Nobody backing me. Grassroots, a regular American citizen. 5 years old. So in 2001, you do the math, I was 51. So it's never too late to start. It's never too late to start. It's never too late to start. Okay? It's never too late to start. It's never too late to start. So again, that just shows you that BAG is in Connecticut. I could have did it anywhere. But the kind of business I'm into, and that I'm gonna show you guys how to get into, it's better to do it here. It's better to do it here in the state of Connecticut. Because let me give you a little bit of game. Connecticut is geographically the perfect place for growth because you're in between New York City and Boston, two of the most biggest financial districts in the country. Connecticut, y'all don't even know this shit. So let me give y'all some game, man. I'm tell you how much money in Connecticut. Do y'all know the insurance capital of the world is in Hartford, Connecticut? The insurance, Google this shit, man. Give y'all some game. Go on ChatGPT. 5, I got 5. I pay my $20 a month. Hartford, Connecticut is the insurance capital of the world. That's how much money in Connecticut. The headquarters for all insurance companies is right here in Connecticut. That's where insurance started at. The Rock, right here. That's where it started at. Connecticut, still here. The insurance capital of the world is not in California, it's not in New York, it's not in Texas, it's not in North Carolina, it's not in Atlanta. It's in Connecticut. It's in Connecticut. That's one industry that we have that keeps this state rich. Then you got Yale. Yale is just not New Haven. Yale is every damn where. It's a lot of money here, man. Then you have the Department of Defense, where they build a lot of aircraft up there in Groton. The Sikorsky's. You got a lot of Department of Defense industries here. You have a huge healthcare industry right here in Connecticut. Huge. So the money is here. The money is here. Y'all looking for quick money. That's your problem. You looking for quick money. Yeah, you looking for quick money. The real money, the everlasting money, is here. It's here, right? It's right here in Connecticut. And we have the industries. We have the industries for it. Even though I'm a Trump supporter, we get that to another time. Connecticut don't need nothing from the federal government, technically. Connecticut can stand on its own 2 feet. That's how much money here. Don't let that go over your head. A lot of these other states, they need federal funding. Connecticut got enough industries here where it can stand on its own 2 feet. Do it get federal funding? Yeah. But they don't have to give a lot of funding here. They don't have to get a lot of funding here. They don't. They got it. Connecticut is healthy. Got a couple of cities that got bad CEOs, which are mayors. They don't know how to run the city correctly. But for the most part, Connecticut as a whole, the state, Connecticut got enough industries to hold its own, man. That's why it's one of the richest states in the country, man. And it's the best place. It's the best place in the world. Excuse me. It's the best place in the United States. The best for growth, for investors, for first-time investors, entry level, for appreciation, government. There's no other place better than Connecticut. There is no place better than Connecticut for first-time investors. There's no place better. There's no place better than Connecticut. All right? There's no place better than Connecticut. So again, I'm not gonna get too deep because I'm gonna be able to give you more insight and information inside the community. I'm saying 2 and 3 months, but it's probably gonna be within about a month. I gotta iron some things out. Get my team together, and because again, the GED graduate, he's so goddamn smart that this is how you know you're smart. When you know what you don't know. Don't let that go over your head. The GED graduate knows what he knows what he knows, but he also knows what he don't know. And the GED graduate, the shit he don't know, he researches it. He does his thorough research. The GED graduate knows, because he got common sense, he knows what he don't know. Okay? So when he don't know something, he does a thorough research, and then he go hire somebody that do know. But guess what? He knows the generalities of it because he researched it. So now he knows who to hire, and he knows what kind of questions to ask that person, and that person won't be able to overcharge him because he already done his research. That's how smart the GED graduate is. So there's certain things that you're gonna have to pay other people to do, but you still need to do your own research so you would know at least you would know some of the stuff of the person you're hiring to do, that they're doing it right. And that, again, that's all this game is gonna be inside the community, which I'm saying 2-3 months, but I'm gonna try to do it within a month, within 30 days. Within 30 days. I'm gonna try to do it within 30 days, all right? I'm gonna try to do it within 30 days. But again, I'm ready to I gotta meet a contractor over here, doing some floors at this property over here. This is one of the first properties we bought over here. And we're doing the floors today. And gonna be finishing up. We're gonna be finishing up by Saturday on this particular unit right here. It's pulling up. Yep. Yeah. See? Look at the GED. Look at the GED graduate. The GED graduate. Look. See? It's because we're wealthy. We still dress like y'all. Okay? We still dress like y'all. We don't put Ferragamos on every day. We don't have that stuff on every day. That's how we got money, because we didn't waste our money on a bunch of bullshit. This is how we got wealthy. Because we didn't waste our money on a bunch of name brand shit. Okay? Yep. So yeah. See, we're gonna do these floors today. Turn it. Yep. So we're gonna do these floors. We already got new windows in. We got the new windows in. Yep. We're gonna do these floors. Yep. We got new windows in over there. New windows. Yep. We're gonna get these floors done today. Yep. You already seen in the other video where I already done the kitchen already. Yep. We already done the kitchen already. Yep. New floor. We got to put new door, new windows. Yep. New windows already. So we're gonna do these wood floors today though. All right. All right. So I'm gonna be getting back with you guys. I'm gonna go back live probably when we start doing the floors. But I'll be back. All right. Remember, I want y'all to remember this. I'm gonna tell you this every day. There are 1,000 millionaires made every day in our country, the good old United States of America. The country that y'all hate, the country that you hate, the country that you complain about, Every day, 1,000 millionaires are made every day, and they are regular Americans just like you. The 1,000 millionaires that are made every day in the country, the United States of America, that you hate and I love, you are missing out on the opportunities that you have. Not only are you in the United States of America and you're a citizen, you're in the state of Connecticut. Those are from Connecticut, you're in the state of Connecticut. And this is where the bag is at, despite what everybody else is talking about, running down south. No, all right? So I'm gonna get back with you guys, man. Hey, tune in. I'm gonna go live back. I'm gonna go live probably around lunchtime, around 12. I'll go live again, all right? I'll go live around, yep. I'll go live around lunchtime, all right?